Hey guys, it's Lindus, and today we're going to be talking about keepsakes and hexes and what the best ones are for you to successfully take down Chronos. So this is going to be separate from Ares, because Ares is actually a little different. There's some different tactics you can use. But right now we're just going to talk about Chronos and the best like keepsakes and hexes to take them down. So first thing you're going to want to do is unlock this incantation at the cauldron. It's called Kindred Keepsakes. This is going to allow you guys to switch out your keepsakes after you clear a guardian. So do that as quickly as you guys can. Alright, so let's get into the keepsakes here. Probably the best one is going to be Chaos's keepsake. You're going to get a random one at the start, and then towards the end of the boss, you're going to get another random one. It's going to change out. And hopefully it's a good one. It usually is, and you can work around it. And if it's the one that you want, you can swap out your trinket for something else that's going to help you out. So you're taking a little bit of a gamble, but it's usually always worth it to go with it, because you might get, your mana regen. You might get something that increases your damage by a crazy amount. So once you have the one that you like, that you want to keep, all you gotta do is switch out your trinket with something. That way you keep that boon that Chaos gives you, and it's not gonna change on you. So you only change it out once you get the boon that you want that's actually gonna benefit you. Then, well, I wouldn't really fully trust this experimental hammer. It is very risky. You're not always gonna get what you want, and it could screw you over. So I don't recommend the hammer. Concave stone, no, I don't recommend that. It's way too risky. You're not always gonna get the correct thing that you want. It's like a 50-50 chance of it. Even if you do have like the two boons that you see, you're not always gonna get that boon that you really want. But anyway, this could come in handy if you're really low on health and you've made it all the way to Chronos. You drop down the well or whatever. Yeah, I mean, but if you're already low on health anyways, this isn't really gonna save you. Silken Sash. This could be really, really, really good if you run into Arachne in the very beginning. And what I'm saying is, if you get this right here, this is pretty powerful if you get her Scarlet Dress, which does 100% more damage for your cast. Now, this is very nice if you come across, now these are like kind of rare to come across both of these people at the same time, but if you can get Solar Ring from Apollo plus that Silken Sash, then I would definitely recommend putting on this trinket right here, because yeah, it's a very powerful combination. Your casts are gonna do so much damage, a crazy amount. Crystalline Figure, I haven't fooled around with this honestly enough to really see if it's worth it or not, or if I can manipulate my cards in a specific way where I can trigger the ones that I want. And I don't know if I can get more random cards unlocked if I level it up. I haven't leveled it up all the way, so I don't know yet, so I can't really say for sure on this one. I'm sorry about that. Blackened Fleece is really good once you get to Chronos and you switch out to this. Usually you're always gonna have at least close to 250 damage already taken, so it's gonna increase your special moves by 30%, which really helps pump out the extra DPS that you may be lacking or not. Lion's Mane, I do not recommend this, because by the time you get to Chronos, this is gonna be null and void pretty much. And then these are great. All these are great if you want to trigger a specific boon in the beginning to get what you want. So I do recommend these in the beginning. like when you're starting the run. But yeah, it's either chaos or you try and get the boon that fits your playstyle. For me, I like to go with Demeter, and I like to get her freezing stuff out of the way, and then I swap out to chaos and go through all the water stuff. But yeah, if you're melee, go with Aphrodite, because her attack thing is really powerful. The one where you do like 200% damage up close. Because if you're melee, you're always going to be doing a bunch of damage up close. I haven't honestly fooled around with melee too much, but I know this is going to be powerful. Like, I've gotten her boons quite a few times when I was, just experimenting, and this is very powerful. I can already tell you that right off the bat. But yeah, any of these that fit your playstyle, you just pop these on in the beginning, and then you switch out to chaos, and hopefully you get the right thing. But if you're very flexible and you have a little bit more experience, you could just start off with chaos boon. So Moonbeam is yeah, I don't think that's really gonna save you, honestly. So we'll just skip over that. White Antlers, this is good for people that just want to, if they can dodge all of Chronos's. I mean, this is counterintuitive to this video because you're a pro basically. You use this if you're really good, and you can dodge all of his attacks, and you just want to go for straight up DPS. This is I don't think this is worth it at all. That's not gonna help you. This is probably definitely not gonna help you. Engraved pin. Yeah, I don't know about that either. Probably not gonna help you out. Evil Eye, if you want to pump out some more DPS, I guess this could probably help you. But you want to stay alive. Ghost Onion is decent if you have a huge health pool, like 300. This could sort of top you off, maybe. Luckier Tooth. This is great because it's basically another Death Defiance, so I do recommend this. It's a good option. And then you got Knuckle Bones. This could help you out with the first phase of Chronos. Really chunk them down a bit. And you take, decrease in damage. So these are good, solid options. They're gonna help you defensively. And then if you have no mana regen at all, this will probably save you too, as well. Especially if you have hexes, the healing hex. This will save you. So speaking of hexes, let's go to Selene. So if you come across her boon, you do kind of want to risk it for it because it's a huge, almost a guarantee. If you get this hex right here, Moonwater, this is really gonna help you a lot to make it all the way to Chronos and really just help you sustain and keep all your Death Defiances and all that stuff. So definitely get Moonwater if you can. So your other options are going to be Phase Shift. This is not going to affect Chronos at all because, well, he's God of Time. He just kind of giggles at you when you use it. I learned that firsthand, and I was like, well, this sucks. So, yeah, Twilight Curse. This does not affect him either. Lunar Ray. Absolute garbage. The hitbox is so wonky. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I'm using controller. I don't know. Maybe if I had a mouse, it'd probably be a little better. I don't know. Wolf Howl. This is kind of decent if you want to, like, quickly get out of the area real quick and do damage at the same time. I still don't recommend it. Moonwater, definitely 100% get it if you see it. Fantastic. You can raise the dead. This is kind of decent. So if you don't have Moonwater, you can pick this to kind of help you out. Total Eclipse, this would probably be your third option if you do see this. It does pretty good amount of damage. You just gotta hope that it actually hits him and he's not scurrying around and teleporting and doing all kinds of weird stuff. There is an option usually at the end of this chain to hit twice, so it does chunk for quite a bit. but late in the game, 1000 damage is really not all that great, but you can boost the damage through the tree a little bit. Impervious Nightmare, I feel like you gotta invest too much into the duration of this to make it really beneficial. It's really a hit or miss of this one. I haven't really experimented honestly with this one too much, so I can't really say if it's good or bad, but I'm gonna just say pass it up for now because I don't think it's really gonna be better than Moonwater. Alright, I might as well talk about the cards real quick.
What say the Arcana?
What cards I recommend for Chronos. Definitely some health, the Titan. Try and get that and upgrade it as much as you can. Definitely Eternity, so you can get your Death Defiances. You can get 3 once you max it out. Then I like to get, personally, the Boatman, followed up by these ones right here, which is the Champions, the Fates, and the Seer. You pretty much need to have all these, because if you take this one off, you lose this one, which kind of sucks. But yeah, if you take that off, you lose that one. Yeah, so I like to keep these. I like to sprint around a little bit more. I like to have damages in my cast. When I use my mega move, it slows down for 4 seconds. It helps you pretty much dodge, you know, some incoming like missiles or something. So this helps you out more than you think. After you enter locations, you restore some health. Really good. I mean, it's not like super necessary, but whatever. It's only 1. Then I definitely recommend having, especially for my build, I use my Omegas a lot. So this is gonna help me personally. So I get my 5% chance to do critical damage, and I like to have my 10% chance to dodge. Really helps alleviate some damage. And then yeah, also if you have enough room to squeeze this in and you just want more damage, try and get this, the Originator, because more than likely you are gonna have 2 curses down the line that you can apply relatively easy. This really helps with your damage. But yeah, other additional things, Divinity is pretty good. The Boon one is okay, the Queen, but it's hard to activate these, and you're sacrificing a lot of, like, especially early on, like you guys are trying to get through and kill Chronos. Like, you want to have survivability, you want to have health and a little bit of damage. So you're probably not going to have enough to actually... Probably don't even have the resources to unlock these by now. But, yeah. That is what I recommend for you guys. Also, if you don't know all the specific gods that give you boons that increase your mana regen, I would take this, the Unseen. That way you don't have to worry about mana regen. But if you are very familiar with, you know, what the gods offer and how you can get mana regen, then you can take this off. But this is very powerful in the beginning, especially if you don't know like which gods offer what. But yeah, that is what I recommend for the cards. And that is about it for Hexes and Trinkets. I'll probably make another video on like which build is more efficient against Chronos, and then probably another video on which build is, I would say, 100% effectiveness against Ares, because I have no problems with killing Ares like at all. So yeah, I'll share that with you guys later. Anywho, you guys all take care. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.